Do you want to see what caused me to put a giant heart in my Bible and then another one that said, I love Yahuwah? This is Zechariah chapter 2. And after a long 70 years of Yahuwah turning his back on Yehuda and Jerusalem for idolatry, he comes to the defense, to her defense, when all the other nations of the world were coming at her. And listen to this. For I myself am to her, declares Yahuwah, a wall of fire all around, and for esteem I am in her midst. Oh, and flee from the land of the north, declares Yahuwah, for I have scattered you like the four winds of the heavens, declares Yahuwah. He scattered the northern kingdom of Israel, which was 10 of the 12 tribes, and they've forgotten who they are. O Zion, escape, you who dwell with the daughter of Babel. And I think that's Christianity, but that's my opinion. For thus said Yahuwah of hosts, for the sake of esteem he sent me to the nations which plunder you. For he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. And that just puts such a big smile on my face, because that's us. For look, I am waving my hand against them. When he says my hand, that's his strength. He uses that word as his strength. And they shall become spoil for their servants. And you shall know that Yahuwah of hosts has sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for look, I am coming, and shall dwell in your midst, declares Yahuwah. And many nations shall be joined to Yahuwah in that day, and they shall become my people, and I shall dwell in your midst. And you shall know that Yahuwah of hosts has sent me to you. And Yahuwah shall inherit Yehuda, his portion in the set-apart land, and he shall again choose Jerusalem. Hush, all flesh, before Yahuwah, for he has roused himself out of his set-apart dwelling. And then it gets even better. And he showed me Yahashua, the high priest, standing before the messenger of Yahuwah. That's Yahusha. In Hebrew, it's actually Yahashua, because it would be Joshua in English, not the JC word. And Satan standing at his right hand to be an adversary to him. And Yahuwah said to Satan, Yahuwah rebuke you, Satan. Yahuwah, who has chosen Jerusalem, rebuke you. Is this not a brand plucked from the fire? And Yahashua was distressed in filthy garments, and he was standing before the messenger. And he answered and spoke to those who stood before him, saying, Remove the filthy garments from him. And to him he said, See, I have removed your guilt from you, and shall put costly robes on you. That's us, guys. This represents us. He's cleaning us up. He's whitening our beings right now. And I said, let them put a clean turban on his head. Then they put a clean turban on his head, and they put garments on him. And the messenger of Yahuwah stood by, and the messenger of Yahuwah witnessed to Yahashua, saying, Thus said Yahuwah of hosts, if you walk in my ways, and you guard my commands, then you shall also rule my house, and also guard my courts. And I shall give you access among these standing here. If you are on here now, if you are the remnant that has been risen up for this day to stand up against the church, I mean, how hard is that? This is your portion. This is what you will get. See the stone which I have put before Yahashua? On one stone are 7 eyes. See, I am engraving its inscription, declares Yahuwah of hosts, and I shall remove the guilt of that land in one day. In that day, declares Yahuwah of hosts, you shall invite one another under the vine and under the fig trees. I mean, just look at the smile on my face. That just made my heart feel so good. That chapter, 2 chapters, that was chapter 2 and 3 of Zechariah. And that is what we have in store for us. And I just cannot. And I mean, it sounds to me like the sin of the whole land is going to be removed according to this. So just spoke to my soul, and I wanted to share. Have a blessed night.